my God!
A kick out!
What the hell is this? Oh, God!
Oh my! Push canceler!
Unbelievable!
Has been an absolutely brutal display.
Oh, my God!
That was freaking insane!
Make yourself famous!
Talk about a high-risk maneuver.
What?
It's a new champion! XWP has officially been reborn. I am Drake Stacy, joined as always by the Wigman and Max Mercury, and welcome to the third episode of the UCT Live podcast. Today we will be covering, the XWP Reborn show that just happened. If you have not checked out Brett's show, please do so. Link will be in the description below. Overall thoughts before we jump in?
I think this was a really good show. Kind of speechless. I think it was definitely the right way to come back for Brett after everything he's went through.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, I'm very having trouble finding the words, but it was just amazing.
Yeah, it was a very good return. I thought I enjoyed the majority of what we saw.
We'll get to the minority of the stuff we didn't enjoy, but
yeah, as we go on through here, but it was a good start. It's definitely set up a few things going forward. So looking forward to seeing what's next. I think the next show after this is XWP. The same,
XWP Pride.
Yeah, XWP Pride. So looking forward to that. Anyway, so let's jump into it. First off, that was 100% the one night stand intro.
Oh yeah, he
Just
no shame about it. He even said it clearly was from the one night stand.
The text kind of was like, I know I didn't just rip this off. Like, yes you did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, you did.
Well, I'll forgive you about it because you're at least honest about it.
As soon as that song started playing, I was like, this is the same video package. This is the exact. I should know because I did commentary for that show.
Did.
So I was twice as much. So I definitely know.
I don't think I even saw it the first time around because I was late to the stream for one night stand. So this was my first time actually seeing it.
All right, well, this is my third time seeing it. So I mean, it was still a good video package, but like you could have done something different if you wanted, but like whatever. So this show opened with the fatal four-way between Martin Lee, Joshua Nisbet, and Jason Ramirez. The winner was going to face Undershock for what is his belt?
The XWP Next Gen Championship.
Okay, so that's what this was for. There are some people who can do multi-man matches really well, and Brett's one of them.
Okay.
Like, yeah,
didn't know where that sentence was gonna go.
No, this is a positive setup. Like he does multi-mans really well. Like everybody was always like constantly doing something in the match, and I thought that was a really nice touch to it because it, like myself personally, I'm not very good at multi-man matches, and I know that
you're good at that.
I'm not the best at it. No. I don't think I'm awful at it, but I'm certainly not great at it. I'm somewhere in here. But I know for a fact that like Brett, Bear, Justice, like those guys are like really good at it, just to name a few. And this was another example of that.
Every guy had a time to shine. We also got like bits and pieces of everybody's character for the most part, you know. Martin Lee was kind of like the underdog in a way. Nisbet was kind of like the crazy guy with the mask, just going ham with weapons. Jason Ramirez is the more self-entitled one because he has more experience. And I guess I didn't get too much of Joshua for me, but I still I thought all four guys did great. And I noticed a baseball bat was in this match as well, and it was used much more and had more emphasis than I think it was Cam versus Josh EP.
Yeah,
That was one of the
where it was just used as just like another,
yeah.
because that was like Nisbet's weapon of choice through like
Yeah.
the entire thing.
At one point, Martin Lee got rammed in the face, and it was actually like, oh crap,
Big
like,
hit.
bam.
I actually thought Nisbet was the star of this match.
Yeah,
I thought
Pretty
he was the best performer of the
Mhm.
four for
yeah, he's
me.
definitely yeah. I would also agree. Up there with the winner too, Martin Lee. I
Yeah,
think those two were the two like stars of the match for me.
yeah. So I don't know if all four of these guys, well, besides Martin Lee, but I don't know if the other three guys are like fully signed.
Oh no, they're all signed.
Okay,
The
so
winner was
cool.
just gonna get the title shot.
All right, cool. Because I'd like to see them do more things going forward. There was a really cool vertebraker counter. When it was, I think it was Nisbet and either Joshua or Martin. I don't know which one, but Nisbet had him locked in, and then it was like a backflip counter basically out of it. Like I know what
Yeah.
like animation it was, but it was a great like it was pieced together nicely.
Yeah.
So I really liked that. But yeah, I thought it was a solid way to start the show.
Mhm.
A good open.
Yeah, really great.
Martin Lee wins, and Undershock came out and they had a little stare down
Yeah.
in the middle of the ring. I almost called him Aftershock watching the show. I was like, that's not right.
You XWF fanboy over here.
Hey, so, you know, since day one, man,
That's fair.
since the beginning, all the way back in 2012.
10 years ago.
Yeah. And to think the 10-year show is still most likely coming up on Sunday. So that's exciting. Next we got a Mahadi and Muhammad Khan backstage promo. I like this. I thought it was gonna lead to something more in the actual match.
It'll probably lead to more down the line in the season.
Yeah, probably.
He's just sprinkling in a little build up for some seeds, planting some seeds for what could be a big feud down the line between the brothers.
Yeah, and I have something I want to say about this when we actually get to that match, because just in regards to the ending of that match, but we'll get there. Anyway, next match was tag titles, High Voltage, the Slater Brothers versus Team Bring It. It doesn't seem to me. It doesn't matter what company they're in. Team Bring It does well everywhere they go.
5-star guys right there.
Everywhere they go, they're just so good as individuals and as a team. So good on them. It was a really good story throughout too.
I really liked how Arrow and Doggy's experience was shown throughout the entire match. It's like, oh, it's just it wasn't just two tag teams. It was two guys who are well experienced, former world champions taking on relatively still newcomers, young guys to the whole thing. And it was a very tough match for High Voltage, and I really like the story being told as well.
Yeah, when I think it was Jason who landed on the shoulder on the outside.
I believe Jason's the one with the long hair, and then Nate's the one with the short hair. Or Jason wears red, and then Nate wears blue.
Well, whichever one of them got, he hit hard on the outside, and then Doggy and Arrow just target the shoulder for the remainder of the match. That was really good. A spot that is like very rarely used nowadays is the missed tag spot, because the referee was distracted, and that was used here. And I was like, that's nice.
The in-ring psychology
was
on point the whole match.
Yeah, so I like that a lot. Maybe for me, just for the second match on the card, maybe a touch long. Like you kept going where you could have ended it a couple times.
Mhm.
It wasn't too bad, but I think
Yeah.
maybe a touch too long for me
Mhm.
personally. So I don't know if
Mhm.
that was the same for you or not, but for me, that's how I saw it.
Oh. I really did like the ending of the match where I think it was Nate Silver. I didn't no, I forgot their names, but one of them has arrow in that single leg Boston Crab. I think I'm terrible
Hmm.
with the names of moves, but he has him there, and then Doggy just comes in with that bicycle kick, and then it leads to the tag team finisher.
Hmm.
I thought that was really good because it just came out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, I thought that
Yeah,
was really cool.
yeah, that was good. But yeah, solid start to the show thus far. I liked everything. Um, but then the one like immediately after,
Yeah,
Brett comes out on the apron, not apron, ramp,
yeah,
and he says something about like his time away. He
yeah,
made an alliance with a man named Krath,
yeah. Craft.
whoever the fuck that is. I,
It's like it was a con that was like in his like 2K universe thing that he was doing while he was away from XWP.
all right. Well,
Mhm.
don't know who he is, but I'm assuming he's coming out next or
Yeah,
soon.
what was it? He and Craft are known as the Blood Brothers and are going after Team Brinket.
Hmm.
I guess I'd use this as a time to point out one of my nitpicks of the show, and it's that like whenever there was a long piece of text, I think it really should have stayed on there for at least like 10 seconds or something. Because
Yeah.
it'd be there for like 2 seconds, and bam, it's gone, and you're like, oh, what?
Yep.
Like before we had to do this review, I had to go back and reread some of these promos because I saw them for like a split second, and I didn't really get all the information.
Yeah. Like we talked about this on the PASW show more
Yeah.
than what we did yesterday
Mhm.
with CGW, but I think PASW's text was easier to read
Mhm.
than XWP's, and that I didn't think that was possible because the PASW's was very quick,
Mhm.
but this was like, hope you got
Yeah.
it. And like, okay,
Mhm.
like that was so definitely slow the text down.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think Bear said it in the chat. Like, I guess the rule of thumb is to have it long, like just a bit longer than you'd be able to read it yourself.
yeah, like don't have it be so long or so
Mhm.
short on screen to where like you have to like pause it to read
Yeah.
it. Like you want to be in the flow of the show. You don't want to be like behind it or anything.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, definitely like taking that extra time for the audience to digest the promo is extremely beneficial in the long
Mhm.
run, like for sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, it seems we're getting that, but then something later on happens that I
Mhm.
was very confused about that kind of contradicts this promo as well.
Yeah.
So we'll get to that. Next, for me personally, this was the match of the night.
Oh.
So yeah, I really liked this. I really liked Stunning Brad versus Zachary Welch for the US title. I thought that was really well done. Like overall, I don't really
Mhm.
have any complaints about it.
Mhm. I guess for me, I'm still not sure about what I would choose as match of the night, but this is definitely up there. Definitely well worked. I really like the story heading into it. Because Zachary Welch was like has been in the U.S. title scene since like season 3, and then he lost the belt to I think who was it, Vandy. But then when Brad won the belt, it was that fatal 4-way match. When I said I think,
Yep.
and but like Zachary didn't get like pinned or anything, so he feels like he was unfairly robbed of that title.
Mhm.
So and and Stunning Brad, even though this was like kind of a heel dynamic because like Stunning Brad is like one of those faces who could still be really good as a heel, like Shawn Michaels is, with that really cocky persona.
Yep.
But either way, I thought this match was really amazing. A lot of the counters were great, and then the finish with the exposed turnbuckle, I forgot that was set up early. It's like, oh my god, yeah, there was that, and then the stunner, bam bam. That was a great match.
Yeah, I loved a lot of this. And then the one So a big moment that we are going to see recurring throughout the show was Anarchy Gang coming in and jumping Brad after the match. Jesse Rage and Mark Gunn actually look good. Like
Really?
their redesigns, I like them so much more than what they used to look like. Like
Yeah.
Mark Gunn used to look like kind of like real. I don't even know how to describe him. He was very flat to me.
Okay.
And Jesse Rage, like he didn't. He looked like the face paint and the weird hair. It was
Yeah.
like not for me.
Okay.
Now they actually look like a fucking unit that will like that live up to the moniker of the name
Of
of
the
the
game.
group. Yeah.
For me, I guess I was a little against it at first because I didn't recognize who was who. But after rewatching it, I would agree with you that they do look more imposing and more intimidating with their new looks. And just for the viewers who were also confused like me, Mark, well, I think it was Mark Gunn is the one with the long hair. Jesse Rage has very much short hair, and the one who does the headbutts,
Yeah.
flying headbutt.
So, and as we've seen now throughout the show, you kind of see the matchups that are going to happen. Maybe not at Reborn, not Reborn.
Pride.
Pride. Thank you. Maybe not there,
Yeah.
but I think maybe the show later on,
Yeah.
whatever's
Throughout,
after.
I think it might be. I know the Raw pay-per-view will be Outlaw, but I don't remember what SmackDowns will be. But yeah, Outlaw and Pride.
Okay. So yeah, whatever. I don't know if those matches are going to take place there. I think the
Mhm.
story might build a little bit more.
Yeah.
Before, I hope it does actually. I hope it just doesn't like they get attacked and they get title matches. Like I don't want that. I want them to this new Anarchy Gang. I want them to beat somebody first to show what they can do in ring,
Yeah.
and then
And then.
maybe that leads to something more
Mhm.
down the line. That's what I'd like to see. But
Yeah.
I like the repackaging of the three. It does set them up as a really good like heel group going forward.
And then plus they do it like you said, they do live up to the moniker more. They look much more like a biker gang now.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetic.
Yeah. I hope they don't wear like tights. Just keep
Oh,
all of them.
just jeans.
Yeah. Jeans, leather jackets, beanies, just that grunge look. Like keep that. Don't make them wear wrestling gear.
Yeah.
That was another thing I didn't really like about them. It's like you're a gang, but you're in like short tights. Like no, that doesn't work. Yeah. So keep them like that, and that would be really good going forward. Next was a personal favorite moment for me because I hate Jay Samoa.
Oh yeah,
I hate him. I hate him so much. I hated him since I saw him in YWE back in like 2011. Like that's how long I've disliked this man.
He's a legend, Dalton. Why don't you like him?
Because he's like the big reason is because he is Samoa Joe. That's what he is.
Yeah.
There are a lot of cause in UCT that are heavily influenced by other in real life wrestlers, and there's nothing wrong with that. Except when it's a carbon copy of the wrestler. Jay Samoa is Samoa Joe. There are like a good example would be not to like make it about a little cat. My cat making a cameo.
Won't be the last.
A good example is like my show. I have a woman named Soraya Knight who is she's Paige. She was based on Paige. And after the Rumble, I gave her new gear. She has a different attitude and she doesn't wrestle the same. She doesn't walk the same. Like she's inspired by it, but she's not a complete copy of Paige now.
Yeah.
Whereas Jay Samoa is a copy of Samoa Joe. That's why I don't like him.
But you love this match. this
This moment was hilarious because I looked
Mm.
away for a second and Antho was pinning him. I was like, okay, like
I'll take it.
yeah. So Antho squashes Jay Samoa in this.
Love to see it.
Yeah, you really do.
The
You
easiest
really
payday
do.
of Antho's career.
Yeah, you know he's all about the easy money contract.
Mm-hmm.
Antho. My note is literally like at the start of the match, it says, hate Jay, go Antho. And then I looked away and then I came back and all you can see is just ha. That's hilarious to me that he's just immediately, I think he's gone now from
he's gone.
XWP. Good.
He should be gone.
Good. And then we got Rogan Rex of all people.
Ooh. The
Yeah.
ace. Self-proclaimed ace.
I wasn't sure who this was at first. I thought it might have been like somebody else going by like the ace name. There's a few people who do that now. But it seems we're getting Rogan Antho.
I feel like that's what we're getting down the line.
Yeah.
Because I think I think we'll talk about it later with that promo addressing it. But yeah, I feel like Antho Rogan is like the big plan down the line.
Yeah. Which is fine. Was Antho ever in ENA?
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, this would be a new match.
First time. It would be a first time.
All right. Then yeah, I don't hate it. Don't mind at all.
I don't mind Rex anywhere that he's. I don't mind seeing Rex in any company that's not ENA, because he'll be strong, but not god level, unbeatable breakout at one strong.
Yeah, not take a finisher through the cell floor, kick out at one power. No. I mean, his thing is sort of kicking out of finishers, but like you don't.
It's well done in other companies, like EWF.
Yeah. Brendan did his only match well.
Yes.
So yeah, I didn't mind this. Here's something I did mind.
Yeah.
Why, after all this time, is the Undertaker still here?
Yeah.
Why?
I can't even argue against that. I will say I don't like that he's fighting Seth Turner because I feel like Seth Turner is gonna lose. And after everything Seth Turner did in ECCW, I don't want to see him go from heavyweight champion in one company and then the other he's losing to the Undertaker. So I don't like that either.
Like the Undertaker, we mentioned this like last year.
Yeah.
Before Brett even went away. The Undertaker is retired in real life. Like it'd be one thing to bring in a guy like, I don't know, Chris Jericho, let's say, right? Older guy, been around forever, and you bring him into your company, but that would make a little bit more sense because he's still active. The Undertaker is not anymore.
Yeah.
Let him go. Let him just rest.
Shoot.
Yes, go away. We have a community of like 1,000 cause or something.
I think we're near, like in total, I think near 1,700 that has ever been in the existence of UCT.
1,700 guys and girls that you can choose from. And you bring him back. I don't like this decision. I am not interested in seeing it personally. We're gonna watch it whenever it happens. I think it's a Pride or Outlaw, maybe. But I don't want to see the match.
I think he said it's on a Raw.
What?
I think I don't know. I really should have checked these promos like 5 times, but
big
I
yikes.
think that's what he said.
Big yikes. No, thank you. Not for me.
Not for me either.
So sorry, Brett, but bad decisions. Bad decisions. Next we got the Hardcore Championship. Vix versus Dice.
Mhm.
I didn't hate the match until the ending.
Really?
Yeah,
Was
I
it
didn't
because
mind it.
of how it ended, or how?
It's because of how it was set up to end.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think this is just a regular hardcore match.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was there any story?
I guess the whole story just relies on the fact that Dice is kind of like the Marty Jannetty of his tag team with Brett years and years ago, and then he came back in season 4, had a little thing with Brett, and I think lost. And his whole thing was that he's a failure. He's never outlived the shadow of his former glory days with Brett, and never won a singles title. I think that
But
was
was
kind of
there
the story.
was there anything between he and Vix?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay, so yeah, this furthers my point then.
Mhm.
Like, if this was a blood feud between these two, and they've been going at it, time and time again, there's a long history between them, then yeah, go ahead and pull out a barbed wire board and thumbtacks and fire. Like, there was a
Yeah,
flaming
those
table.
flames.
Yeah, go ahead and do all that.
We got it on this show. You thought you were gonna see it on CGW, but we got it here.
I did think there was good. I was so convinced too. I so thought there was going to be, but you didn't need it.
Yeah.
It was very overdone, and I was thankful that even though it was hit, like Vix goes through the board
And that was like
with the tacks on it, and then goes through the fire table. And I was like, please God, this next move better finish it.
and
If he kicked out, oh,
with the laptop.
dude, yeah, flip the table, throw my notes, like fuck it. Like, that would have been so bad. But luckily it did end when it did, but I didn't think you needed to go
that
this
far.
extreme with it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I 100% agree. Like, it was a great match, but like it didn't necessitate I can't speak. It didn't require that level of violence for such a non-blood feud,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah, for sure. So I didn't like that, but Dice is now the new XWP hardcore champion. Congratulations to him. Then we got another confusing moment. I couldn't read the screen. Could you?
For the Brett promo with the 3 things?
No, it was like it
I know.
Unreal Angel.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I couldn't really read the last part when it showed his name because the font was very thin and dark.
Yeah, it was like a dark green on a black background.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The only reason I knew who it was when I read the live chat and Brett said it's the Unreal Angel flashbang debuting.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I found out who his name was. Okay. I don't know who this is.
It's like our reaction to Wardlow in real life. So okay.
Yeah, I was like, who's this guy?
Yeah. I don't even know who the guy is either.
I have no idea.
But I don't even know. New Gen 4 guy. So
was he in the universe mode?
I actually don't know. I only know the other 5: Kraft, Nisbet, Martin Lee, Joshua, and then Jason Ramirez. I don't know about Flashbang.
All right. Well, he's on the way. So
he's coming.
Yep, we'll see. We'll see when that.
Maybe it'll be like Veer Mahan and just be like, he's coming every single show, and then maybe his grand showing will be. I hope he does that now.
Send Flashbang.
That will get him over it. Yeah. Maybe ironically, but still.
Yeah. Oh dear, that would be really funny. Next we got a Curtis Stunt promo.
Oh yeah.
Something about I couldn't read it. It was so fast. The text was so fast. It had to do something with Angel.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
I looked back on it, and he was talking about how back in Outlaw Season 4, which was like one of the last CPVs before One Night Stand, he won a triple threat match against Seth Turner and Jet Omega Elliott for a future XWP title shot. And he mentioned how it's still valid and that he's going to be using that title shot at Outlaw, I believe, which is
Okay.
a Raw exclusive pay-per-view.
Okay. Cool. Fine.
Yeah.
Just couldn't read it. Slow it
Yeah.
down. Then it would be a lot better. So yeah. Next we got Muhammad Khan versus Macho. Before getting into like the actual match, I thought this match's placement in the actual card was very good.
Okay.
The last match you saw was that big hardcore match, and then you come to this, which was extremely
technical ring.
like technical, slow pace match. That was really good decision on Brett's part when putting this show together. So good on you for that. So what I wanted to talk about earlier was when we were talking about Mahadi and Muhammad's thing backstage. So the whole match, Muhammad like targets Macho's arm.
Yes.
The whole match, right? But the match ends with a turnbuckle brainbuster that you have to lift him up for. I thought this match would have actually really benefited from a roll-up finish.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna
Like-
say like a submission with the arm.
No, like if like because it still seems like because of how it ended, like there's a teaser there of the Khans feuding,
Yeah.
right? So what if you took Mahadi? This is not my idea, by the way.
Okay.
This is taken, but I agree with it, so I'm repeating it. This is Jack's idea. I give him credit.
Okay.
Yeah. If he had gotten up on the apron, Mahadi, that is,
Yeah.
and kind of caused a distraction, and Muhammad was like, "What are you doing?" Like I got this.
I don't need my older bro here telling me how to win.
And then Macho rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. You're done. That makes it a stronger ending because you further that angle. Macho doesn't win with a move that requires his arm because it's basically shattered at that point.
Yeah.
And then you can still have the Anarchy Gang jump Macho.
Yeah. I also think it would make the walkout that Mahadi did at the end much more impactful. Like,
yeah.
Like you messed up.
Yeah, like I tried to help.
Disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that would have had more power to it. Because it was like you spent all this match building up Macho's inability to use his arm. But then he wins with a move that needs his arm.
Yeah.
Doesn't he also have a frog splash as a finisher?
I'm not sure.
Because I thought when he fought Cass for the belt at One Night Stand, I thought it was a battle of the frog splashes.
I honestly don't remember.
I could be wrong, but like I thought if my point being, if he does have that in his arsenal, have him win with that instead of the brainbuster. Because that doesn't require your arm at all.
Yeah.
And it's still a big move. So yeah, and then like I said, you had the Anarchy Gang jumping him from behind after the match. Again. Which I like. I still like where he's going with it. And we'll get to it
at the end.
Yeah, we're almost there.
I think this is the Brett promo now, right?
Yeah. So here's the contradiction, right? Because Brett comes out earlier, says he and Kraft, I had to look it back. No, I forgot his name. That they're going after
the tag title,
Doggy and Arrow. Yeah. But then he challenges Rogan. It's like, which one are you doing?
It could end up being both because we've seen 2-night performances. Like for instance, I was a WYCW star, competed for the US title and the women's world title. So like it could be something like that. But I think the intention was that like the whole Rogan Rex thing was like sudden, impromptu, wasn't gonna happen, and that like Brett was planning on tag teaming with Kraft, but now that's being pushed to the side because we have this looming threat of Rogan Rex. I think that was the intention, but I see your perspective, how it just like it conflicts with what's gonna happen, and now it's confusing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The promo like on him would make sense if you didn't challenge him personally.
Yeah.
Like if Brett didn't challenge him personally, but he said like if you're gonna be here in XWP, like there's like consequences for your actions or something to that degree. Like I think that would have been a good choice. So yeah, and also in this promo, it was announced that there's going to be 4 matches to lead to a 4-way.
I think it was actually there's 8. What he said, there was 8 women on the roster, and there's gonna be like 2 tag matches where the winners of those 2 tag team matches will go on to a fatal 4-way.
Okay, so regardless, there will be matches where the winners will go on to challenge for the women's title. I still don't know who's on that division.
I think I do, but I don't think I'm gonna check right now. But I think some people, I think Brooke Danger and Don Carr are 2 of them, because they're kind of remaining from the old NXT Women's division. But I don't think I know anybody else.
I feel like
at the moment,
I feel like you probably kept like Kat, Ashley Punk, Sasha Fierce.
I think
I
so.
don't know who else. I know it's not Shannon.
Yeah.
I removed her. So I know that.
Okay. Actually, I have the roster right here. So there's Amy Fox, Ashley Punk, Brooke Danger, Don Carr, Karma, Kat, Sasha Fierce, and then Titaniana Black. That's the 8 women.
Okay. That's pretty good.
It's a big lineup.
Yeah, that's I'll be interested to see who he picks to go to that. I don't know if he'd do Kat because she was already champion once. I thought.
In XWP, no.
Huh.
I think you're thinking of ECCW because that's where she won the women's title against Ashley Punk.
I'm
maybe
sorry. It's to be fair, the 2 companies are very similar roster wise. Like a lot of the same people appear.
Yeah.
So my mistake, but I am looking forward to seeing who ends up going to that match. Then we get to the definite worst match of the night, in my opinion.
I guess, yeah, in terms of the quality of the match, but let's get to
this. I hated it. Yeah.
Okay.
Adam Alexander defending the title, the world title, against Shadow. And like, I never really have been an Adam Alexander fan ever since the All-Stars tourney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago, I think. I think it finished 2 years, but it started in 2018, ended in 2019.
Yeah, like I've looked at that tournament on the Wikipedia. Adam Alexander has been booked as this really strong guy. He's undefeated across 2 different feds. But nothing he does excites me.
Okay.
I just don't like in that tournament, the guys he beat, he had the easiest road to the finals.
Yeah.
Every person he beat was so much easier than the other guys who made it to like the final 4.
I guess for me, I'm looking at it a different point of view because like I've kind of been like I also hated Adam Alexander and I still don't. I really still have like a distaste towards like people winning streaks because then it's like where do they go from there after being undefeated for so long? But I don't know with the ECCW shows those kind of like won me over with Adam Alexander, so I'm not hating on him anymore. But like, and I'm also not holding the All Star tournament because after we heard from Beth that he wasn't actually supposed to be the winner, but things plans changed after the original winner, Rocky N. Hernan didn't want Rocky to win, so things had to change at the last second.
Didn't actually know that
Mhm.
until right now.
Yeah, so Adam Alexander wasn't really supposed to win, but then Hernan was like, no, I don't want it, Rocky and or Sean to win. So then the finals, which was always supposed to be Rocky and Alexander, changed from Adam winning instead of Rocky.
Huh.
Really
All
changes
right.
your perspective on things, doesn't it?
It does a little bit, but I still don't really care for the call,
That's fine.
just in general.
Okay.
More bringing up the All-Star thing was just like that was
Hmm.
like where my distaste for him started.
Yeah.
And I've called a few of his matches and I'm just still not.
Too impressed.
No. Like I agree with your thing about the winning streak. It's like when he does end up losing, like what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
You know, like he's had a good run with the XWP world title, but like I don't know who credibly could take it from him at this particular moment in time.
Hmm.
It's the same thing with CGW yesterday. It's like now that he's beaten John Silva like
What is
4
Crazy Boy
different
about?
times,
Hmm.
like
Oh, Johnson. Yeah.
yeah, like
Where does he go from here?
who can Crazy Boy face next? Who's like a
Yeah.
credible challenger to him? It's the same thing here.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't like this match.
Hmm.
Um, I also think Adam Alexander looks better without the face paint.
Really?
Yeah, I liked him
Okay.
better with, or just maybe just with the dark eyes.
Hmm.
I don't like the gray that like covers the top half of his
I don't like
face.
how much of a pale kid he looks. How much he looks like a pale kid.
He does, and I'm just like, you looked
It's.
better with just the dark over
I
the
know.
eyes. It was
Yeah.
better that way.
Um, as for
Um,
me, I didn't. I wouldn't say I didn't like this match. I did. I do like that. What happened with Shadow wasn't like meaningless. I feel like there's a story being told here, and I'm gonna hold off my opinion on that until we make it to the end. Because I feel
mhm.
like this isn't like a one and done thing for Shadow. I feel like this could be a storyline all throughout the season about like Shadow being past his prime and then working his way to redemption. So like as the start of this angle, I think it's fine. I'm holding off judgment,
Okay.
but I would also say like it from a quality standpoint, it's the worst match on the card.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Um, and but then his new challenger was announced
Yep.
because it's looking like it's going to be Adam Alexander versus Mike House.
And
That's
that's not
credible.
gonna be a squash for sure. That's gonna be a
No.
tough one.
Yeah, that's definitely a tougher match.
Hmm.
I still don't believe that Mike's winning.
Yeah.
I definitely think that Adam is continuing the run here. I think he's going to lose it on a much bigger stage.
Yeah. Possibly like SummerSlam is probably like the first real like maybe,
Yeah.
but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So I don't know. Um, and then we got the main event, which was Angel Alexander's XWP Championship Open Challenge. And I did not like
The choice.
Jet
Yeah.
being the man to answer the
Mhm.
challenge. Oh my god. Okay.
I know for me, when I first saw Jet, the first thing that came to my mind was didn't these two guys already fight at COD Community Summit?
Yep. The main
Yes, they
event.
did. So I was like, I really wish we could have seen a new guy challenge Angel, but it's what it is. I did think the match was still great, and I liked the story being told. But if Jet is not like coming back, and then this is like a one and done deal, then that kind of lessens the match for me. But We'll
Yeah,
see.
the match itself was good.
Mhm.
There was a lot of good back and forth between them, especially that last sequence. Do you remember?
Mhm.
It was like Angel had him for the bitch maker, and then it was countered, and then that
Mhm.
was countered, and then Jet had him
Mhm.
bitch maker, and then that got countered. Like that
Mhm.
sequence was really cool.
I thought the roll-ups were really good from Jet because there were at least maybe one or two where I was like, maybe, just maybe, because it was going like slow, and I was like, is it really? And then it didn't. But I thought
Yeah,
it had me there.
I thought going into this show that Angel wasn't dropping it regardless because of it being an open challenge
That's true.
format. I was like, I don't see him dropping it that way,
Mhm.
right? But and I'm happy he didn't. I'm happy the run is continuing because of what we're probably getting. Um, but I thought that um, without the attack, if Sokolov had come out and accepted the challenge, but
Mhm.
this wasn't, but it either like it was like like a teaser match basically,
Yeah.
where like Angel and Sokolov fight, and then Rage and Gun cause like the no finish, like a no contest,
Mhm.
and then out comes Macho and Brad
Yeah.
because it clearly seems like we're getting Anarchy Gang versus Heaven's Sexiest Angels. It would have been like the
All
fight,
out warfare.
and like maybe they could be fighting is like we just fade out to black
Yeah.
or something, and that we leave on that cliffhanger.
Mhm.
Like that would have been
That would
awesome.
have been a huge way to start off the season.
Yeah, like that would have been crazy. It seems like we're going that way anyway
Yeah.
with the
I don't
three.
and I don't mind that. I'm okay with, even though we didn't get like that huge start, we're getting a build to that,
Yeah,
which is still fun.
and it does make the Anarchy Gang look like a credible heel group,
Yeah.
and I
The
like it.
top heels.
Yeah, they definitely seem like they're going to be heavily involved going forward. And I obviously Curtis Stunt is challenging Angel
Mhm.
next for the title, but then after that, you got to assume that they're gonna,
Challenge for the belts.
yeah,
I
which is
think that's a good decision because if Curtis challenges Angel for the belt, then we can have Sean fight somebody else to earn that title shot first,
yes,
just to really build
exactly.
our way to it.
Or you can show them as a trio
Mhm.
and show what they can do in that regard.
Oh,
Or you could do Sokolov as a singles guy with Rage and Gun, who were the established tag team anyway, like beat the Slaters or something. I don't know. Like
yeah.
beat somebody who they're gonna beat, but like
But
that's
show off
still,
the
yeah,
Anarchy Gang
yeah, make them look
as like a
strong.
showcase.
Yeah, as opposed to like they attacked you and it's like, oh, you're the number one contender too.
Mhm.
It's like you attacked them. You didn't earn it.
Yeah.
You were given the chance. So I'm
Yeah.
happy that's the decision that he's going with. I just didn't really care for Jet being the guy.
Oh,
Thought that was a little
yeah.
lackluster. Um, so that is the show. That is XWP Reborn. Um, since starting this podcast, you and I have kind of become a little bit of a news outlet as well
Yeah.
for
The real
uh
dirt sheets.
yeah, the real, that's what we should call the podcast now. Welcome to the real dirt sheet. you know. Um
Name
but
pending.
since then a lot of people have reached out to me asking to do announcements for their show, and Brett's one of them. So here you go.
Ooh,
So
here we
we
go.
have, I just like read this like
Mhm.
5 minutes ago. So this is
Okay.
like brand new for me too. And I said like, oh shit. Like it's a
Okay.
fucking book. Like look at this.
Let's get it.
Look at that. Like it's a lot. All right. So I'm not gonna read this word for word, although I might
Fair.
have to because of everything. So here are the announcements for XWP Raw and SmackDown. So I'm assuming these are the shows we're getting next as like
Yeah.
builds to
To the
Outlaw
yeah.
and Pride.
Which makes me 100% sure now that the Undertaker said he was fighting Seth on Raw. Now that you said that.
Okay. So here we go. So as announced at Reborn, the Raw general manager will also be announced And he will also announce the 2 tag team qualifying matches for the XWP Women's Championship that will be taking place over the next few months on the Raw exclusive CPVs. So we're getting that, which is pretty cool.
And it's a he. That's already a big one.
I guess so. Whether that be like a new guy or maybe
More
like a
established guy.
yeah, like you know how some like
I would love
YW.
for it to be me.
Have
I'd
you ever
cause
been
some hell.
Have you ever been in GM
No,
role? That would be new.
it would be chaotic.
That'd be kind of cool.
It
Not gonna
would be.
lie, I'd dig
Everybody
it.
knows how much of a dictator I can be. So
Yeah. So yeah, that would be cool.
I'm
That'd be
putting
something.
my name on the table.
Brett, cancel your plans. Bring Max back as a GM. But it could be like a guy like how past like YWE guys like
Mhm.
Angel, Blue Star, Mr.
Yeah.
Black, but that's been done already. But they
Yeah.
don't know who it's gonna be, but I can assume it's a he based on the phrasing. Curtis Stunt and Angel Alexander will have a face-to-face confrontation on Raw, leading to their match at Outlaw. And the announced match for Raw, we're getting a cruiserweight title #1 contenders match between CM Puma, Brent Barnett, and Rocher.
Oh, okay.
So we're getting that match on Raw.
Sounds exciting.
So yeah, sounds like a good match. That's all the Raw announcements. Just like how the Raw GM will be announced, SmackDown's GM will also be announced on the episode of SmackDown. Upon winning the XWP Hardcore title, Dice has been assigned to SmackDown.
He was unassigned prior.
Krath has also been assigned to SmackDown.
Okay.
And he will be making his first appearance on that episode of SmackDown. Okay. So Krath is debuting on SmackDown. So looking forward to seeing that. So I have no idea who he is. Shadow will address his future in XWP following his loss to Adam Alexander. So I guess you are right.
I would be doing the same too.
Yep. So I guess you're right. There seems to be more to this.
Nice. I love it.
So, like I said, this is like brand new for me too. So we're both finding out pretty much at the same time.
Basically.
And there will be a Intercontinental title #1 contenders match. Nice. TJX versus Jacob Steele.
Okay. I think Steele might be winning that. Maybe.
We shall see. And then finally, Jay Samoa has officially been released from XWP.
Thank God to you.
Yeah, get him out of here. I think he's only signed now to
CXW and YWE.
And YWE. Yeah. But YWE is like not even active anymore.
It hasn't even had a video since 2020.
I know, and I want him so. I'll talk to you about something off camera because I want to. I have something that I want to talk to you about. But yeah, I think he's only on them, and Jack is not releasing him. I know that for a fact. He's going to be around.
I mean, that's like the best work Jay Samoa's ever done, and that's in CXW. So
yes, I 100% agree. I'm still not a fan, but he's been the best there.
Yeah.
That T-shirt that he came out with against Mario, fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So funny. And the one confusing like hype package for Flashbang.
Yeah.
He has been signed. However, he is not assigned to a brand at this time.
Which means we could keep getting those vignettes like Veer Mahan.
Coming to Raw, coming to SmackDown, coming to Raw again.
It's gonna be a Brock Lesnar free agent. Just keeps showing up back and forth.
There you go. Shows up in the plaid, the cutoff head shirt.
I'm loving it.
High ponytail. The Paul Heyman, something.
I think, or just Paul Heyman in general. I think there has been like a Paul Heyman-esque I think his name was Ron Heyman. He was in WCA, I think.
All right.
But
Interesting.
whatever. Mhm.
So yeah, those are all the XWP announcements for the upcoming show. Looking forward to seeing both of those.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was XWP Reborn. Tomorrow, big day, big call day. For me personally,
Yep.
but in general, we have 4 videos going up. No, 5 actually. This
Make it.
video being number 1 will be posted on Thursday.
Mhm.
2 is your show, your
Yep.
award
Tag team of the year.
team. Yeah.
Yep, tag team of
So
the year.
CWO Tag Award tomorrow. AJ Black versus Angel Alexander.
Woo! Okay, I'm ready
Underground.
for that one. I'm ready
That's
for that.
happening. OCW versus CXW Battleground 2 is happening.
Forgot there was a
And
first.
yeah, it happened a long time ago, back when I first came back.
Like 2019, I bet.
Yeah, it was for Jack's 50 subscribers mark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he reached out to me before I really even knew him that well. And he was like, "Hey, I have this idea," and I was like, "All right, fuck it, I don't care."
Mhm.
So that was cool. But yeah, Battleground 2, and then OCW Double Tap as well. So big day. If you have not subscribed to either OCW, XWP, yes, CXW, a lot of acronyms, this channel or AJ's channel,
And my channel too.
and your channel, and the community's channel,
Oh.
subscribe around. Follow us on Twitter at UCT Extra, where we will be posting all of these show links tomorrow for your viewing pleasure. And yeah, join us for the rest of the week. From tomorrow on is 3 to 4 videos per day.
It's crazy.
Crazy amount. So yeah, we're gonna be working, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. So looking forward to it, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in, taking the time out of your day.
Bye-bye.